Hey y'all, welcome to the Starseed Energy. I am Brittany and I am here with the Saturn Retrograde in Pisces update for us. Okay, I really get into these transits, y'all. Okay, so I'm asking that you come into this space. All right, come into this space with a clear mind, a clear heart, and a clear spirit for what we are about to receive today. Okay, we are going to be tapping into the energy that is coming through with this retrograde, what we can look for, like what the energy suggests could really be a part of our 3D world, here on Earth. So we're going to tap into those energies. We're going to look into the shadows, see what negative, or not even negative, but what other aspects could come in and pose some challenges. Okay, that energy is going to be coming through as well. And then also we are going to pull some cards, okay, here intuitively. I'm not going to use the traditional tarot for this. I'm just going to channel in some messages here from spirit surrounding this energy, and just what we might be needing right now to support us through this energy, some messages that might really serve as motivation or advice to come. All right, and we're going to use the oracle decks for that. All right, please, while you are here, please like, share, subscribe to the channel, share with your friends, share with your collective. Okay, we all can benefit from this information, y'all. We can all benefit from it because we're all here on Earth. Okay, and the planetary alignments that are occurring, they all affect us. Okay, no matter your zodiac sign, some more than others, but it's going to affect us. So definitely share with your friends and collective. Follow me on YouTube if you don't mind, in Starseed Energy as well, and check out the Rose Quartz Empress Tarot channel. I will have the link down below because I will be posting a new moon in Gemini energy update where I will be tapping into the tarot. Okay, so with all of that said, we are going to get into this energy now. I kind of have my notes just to keep me guided on what I wanted to share with you all, the significant points. And then also, please know this will be time stamped, okay, and timeless. So just tap in as you can. So this especially for this retrograde, it's going to be going until November 4th. All right, so it will be retrograding in the sign of Pisces until November 4th. It starts at 1:27 p.m. Eastern today, so I'm trying to get this out to you all so that you can be aware as this energy meets us. It will station direct at that point, still in the sign of Pisces. All right, and a lot of us don't know this, but the pre-shadow phase for this retrograde started March 11th, right? So there could have been some things coming up for you from March 11th that might have been like a pre-show to this energy and these significant aspects of this transit. So as we go through these significant points, you might be like, I kind of was already seeing it because that pre-shadow phase was very heavy for us, okay? Started March 11th, all right? So as we get into it, the first major significant point, okay, with this Saturn retrograde in Pisces is going to be that structure is of the utmost importance, okay? Saturn is a planet of structure, right? And so with it being retrograde, on top of it being retrograde in Pisces, this is going to be a significant time between now and November to really sit down and reevaluate your life, okay? Reevaluate your life, reevaluate your goals, what you are doing to get to those goals, revisit some old rules, okay? Really looking at what limitations have you been bound by, right? Because throughout my own personal spiritual journey, the realization that we are boundless, that we are limitless was something that was new to me, because you have been conditioned from birth, that there are certain rules, certain limitations that we must follow. Even as an adult, we have a lot of rules and things from, a government standpoint, a lot of things that we have to follow, right? And so how empowering is it to realize that you do not have to be bound by certain limitations. You don't have to go out here and get locked up. I'm not saying that, But you can operate in your own agreements, your own bounds. You know, it's okay to set your own rules. All right. Even children, you know, very young children, you know, sometimes they operate by their own rules because they're still learning and developing. And to really tap into that energy of, you know, kind of stepping outside of the box, stepping outside of these normal structures and creating your own is going to be a highlight during this transit, okay, or during this retrograde. I'm sorry, my eyes water so much in the morning. It is crazy. I don't know why. So anyway, so yeah, definitely look at what in your life, what in your you know, in how you are governed. Look at what is making you feel restricted and start to really free yourself of that. Because another thing to note, that as this retrograde begins, it is coinciding with this new moon in Gemini, right? So this new moon in Gemini, which I will be doing a full reading on that on the Rose Quartz Empress channel. However, you know, it's a time of newness. Right? So how beautiful is it to really go through this reassessment, reevaluating everything, and start to implement some new things, implement some new rules, some new, you know, some new ways to structure your life, maybe some new discipline, like some new ways, like to discipline yourself. Okay. Really like tapping into that. Because you might need some new rules, okay? Because old limitations got to go. And this is the perfect retrograde to do that. So really look at that. And, you know, what I always say is journaling if you feel called. Journaling is something that's extremely crucial and therapeutic and just beautiful for your journey, your evolution, right? So you can always journal and ask yourself, what are some of my limitations that are outdated? What are some new ways that I can live limitless, you know, without going to jail? I feel like I gotta say that because I don't want to be responsible for nobody going out here, you know, drinking and driving like, ooh, well, y'all not about to judge me. But anyway, you know, don't go out here and just start breaking all of the laws and, you know, and find yourself locked up. But it's interesting because we'll get down to that in the kind of shadow energy as well. But you know, adding more fun is a rule that, as I was sitting with this energy last night, it was like a rule that was coming up that a lot of us probably need. You know, adding a little bit more enjoyment, excitement, right? A little bit more fun. And that kind of leads us into this next significant point for this retrograde. This is a time of joy. When I tell you, over the last like month, joy has been coming up for me so much intuitively, but also just seeing the word, hearing the word, really like a strong emphasis of joy around me. A lot of people now are getting in this period of sacrificing what they have to get their joy, hold on to their joy, you know, and it's such a theme for this time. And now, as I sat with this last night, it was almost like this light bulb went off, because I'm like, well, because it was the pre-shadow phase. You know, it was like this was coming up for me, and this is why. All right. This is a time of joy. Another thing that I found out just in my own personal research, because I am a student of life and learning, is that, did you know that Saturn in Pisces is represented by the 10 of Cups in the tarot? So if you think about, if you know what 10 of Cups is, it is a water energy, which is beautiful because Pisces, right? But it's a water energy, but it's a very abundant card. It's signifying a bunch of joy, a bunch of love, a bunch of family. Okay. So that could be very, very key for a lot of us at this time. And then if you think of it like this, with all of the restructuring that we are going to be doing, a lot of these things could happen subconsciously, like you don't even know, but you are having to reevaluate a lot of things, from your job to relationships to, you know, how you parent, how you run your household. I'm hearing that. So there is a very strong energy, right, around that. How beautiful is it? And and joyous is it to be starting new? You know what I'm saying? Rebuilding, okay? Because when you rebuild, like you have so much hope. Like things are gonna change. It's just, so it's a very positive, happy, uplifting energy. And over the next 5 months, you are going to be, if you haven't already started with this pre-shadow phase, but you are implementing something that is completely different and new. Okay, so this can be like, starting over with a clean slate with people at your job or with your job. Maybe if you had a business that you were starting or that you had started, stopped, and now you're wanting to restart again. A relationship that maybe had to end and now a new one has emerged, and you have this opportunity to come into this with a clean slate, and it's just beautiful because that's where the happiness and joy is going to come from within this retrograde, because you are being met with the opportunity to do things so much better. All right. So much better. And that's like the karmic destiny that is also really attached with this retrograde, which we'll get to that in a second as well. But another thing too, like with this period of joy being amongst us, you are going to be feeling like you are on the right path. All right. I did a reading the other day where, some of the energy coming through was somebody feeling like they were on the right path, but they were taking the roundabout way. So are you going to get there? A lot of us are, always focused on the destination, not the journey. When we get so focused, I know I'll go ahead and say, like, that's me. I'm always focused on the outcome and not the journey. Just like with my YouTube, like, it's a bummer sometimes, yeah, because I'm not, going viral. I'm not reaching as many people as I want to. I'm not building this collective, I'm not seeing the collective built that I envision. But this journey is beautiful because people will come into this and hopefully really like absorb what I have to say, and it helps them on their journey as well. But it's helping me. This is a part of my personal journey. It's just on video. You know what I mean? So really, this is a time under this retrograde of this Saturn retrograde in Pisces to really tap into knowing that you are on the right path. Even though the outcome may not even be in close sight, it may not have come, you are, okay? You could just be taking the longer road or really faced with different obstacles that could come up, but you are on the right path. This is also going to bring in some joy. Okay, so this is very much so a part of it as well. And the last major point that I wanted to touch on for this Saturn retrograde in Pisces, okay, that is starting today, June 17th, all right, is that Saturn's a planet of karma. Okay, Saturn is a planet of karma. There is such an emphasis on learning lessons. Again, follow me here. When you are doing all this rebuilding, you're doing it because something just was no longer working. Something was no longer serving you, but you still learned lessons. Okay? You still learned lessons. Some of the things you may have done may not have been your best choices. And you might have been feeling recently, like in the last, since March 11th, since we got into this pre-shadow phase, you might start to feel like, damn, am I receiving my karma for such and such? Like you really are in this place of like feeling like you are receiving your karma for things that you have done, ways that you have been up to this point, choices you have made. Okay. Maybe also too, like somebody could be really like, could be feeling as though they were being led into this inevitable outcome because like maybe I was in a situation that wasn't that great, and it had this karma attached to me, and now I'm going through it. Okay, but here's the beautiful part about this: bad karma can be good karma any day. Okay, please know that is what that is, because what happens is it's all a part of this karmic destiny. You reaching your fate. All right, you reaching your fate with the like least resistance possible. All right, and so what happens is you just learn the lessons and keep moving. And that's how you're going to move into that good karma. So between now and November 11th, whatever you felt like was bad karma, whatever you felt like you were being held accountable for, you were. I mean, short answer, you were. However, you have the power to shift that by really working with this retrograde energy that's coming through in Pisces, and really like implementing new ways, okay? Implementing new structures, implementing new morals, values, whatever it is, because don't forget, we also have Venus moving in Leo, which is about to retrograde in July. So we're, in this pre-shadow phase for that too. Okay, so you have that playing in the background. So you definitely could be learning some lessons and implementing some new ways. And that's not a bad thing. Experiencing bad karma, yeah, it's not going to feel good, right? And you probably was realizing like, this is what my karma gets me, However, we're going to get kind of into the shadow part here. At this point, I do hope there's something within that is uplifting for you. It gives you something to look forward to. Retrogrades are not always good, okay? They have a negative connotation to them, but really it's about how you perceive it, okay? It can be negative, or you could take the negative connotations to the retrogrades and plan differently, do differently, go against the grain. Definitely feeling like somebody needed to know that. So as we get into the shadow energies, the one thing that, honestly, the main thing, so there's not too many like shadow parts of this retrograde. It is a very strong energy, okay, because Saturn is a masculine planet, all right, and Saturn rules over Capricorn and Aquarius. So there could be, probably with those signs, a lot of this energy being felt, okay, could be felt a little bit more. Like you probably could be feeling this a little bit more, my Caps and Aquarius, maybe even Pisces too, okay? So really like that end of the zodiac, you know what I'm saying? You could be really feeling that. So one thing I do want to note to shadow is that there could be some injustices felt, specifically towards the end of July, around the 20th, 21st. This is going to like really be heightened for you, because you're going to be feeling like you are fighting against some rules, some things that are not changing, some things that have you restricted. Because if we go back and look at what is coming up for you as you revisit some of these old limitations, you are probably dissatisfied with something at your job. You might find that out. You could be dissatisfied with some rules, some laws in your local government, in your local town, you know what I mean? And you're really trying to be a part of the change. But as Saturn is in retrograde, you could be coming across very passionate. Let's put it like that, because you have this retrograde is bringing in this heightened sense to express yourself, all right, without really listening to other people's views. Because, you just want to be heard, all right? And the people that you are going to be, expressing this to, they want you to understand why these things are in place. So if we think back, if you did watch the Saturn, my words are tripping balls today. What? Pluto in retrograde video. If you watch that, it's stationed retrograde till October, and it's bringing in this energy of, speaking up at work, in the community, things of that nature, about something you're very passionate about. Because mind you, Venus and Leo still over there doing its thing. So all of this energy together is almost like you are feeling the urge to really start to stand up for yourself, stand up for your beliefs, and now expressing it outwardly in forms that you wouldn't normally, and it could really, because mind you as well, with that Pluto in retrograde, which that's in the sign of Capricorn. Capricorn, again, this energy is probably you, Capricorn or Aquarius, right? You are really starting to stand up for yourself and show up for yourself. However, you could be really getting into the power struggle. Could be a power struggle over some laws, some policies, procedures that need to be changed. You feel like need to be changed. Maybe some things like, coming up. I even seen like with the NBA, like they starting to revise their like drug policy plans. Like things are coming up. Like the Players Association is coming with some force. Like these things need to change, right? And it's going to create a power struggle, and it could go your way. However, be mindful of what you are saying and how you are saying it, because it could be very, very easy at this time, especially between now and October. It could be so easy to come off abrasive, aggressive, or passive aggressive. I'm hearing that you could come off almost too stern, to the point where people are low-key offended. This energy could be coming to you as well. Okay, this energy could be coming to you as well. So just be mindful of that. Picking your battles is going to be key, because what you don't want to do is you don't want to lose your job, right? You don't want to lose any opportunities. You don't want to lose your seat at the table where your voice can be heard. You know what I mean? Like, stand up for your rights. But just make sure that you are being mindful of how you are coming across, being professional, not coming across like, mean in any way, because people will definitely say that about you. Trust me, I'm already there. Okay, so just be mindful of that as you move through this energy. And also too, this can relate to relationships as well. So be mindful of, really, like, you might be feeling a little restricted in your relationship. Maybe there's some limitations that your partner is inflicting on you. Maybe they are going through some things, because I got this overall message here of it's not personal. So there could be some reactions to other things in your person's life or your life that kind of affect you or affect them, right? And so really being mindful of expressing in a respectful way, really listening to their point of view is going to be very key. Okay, so with all of that being said, all right, that is going to cover the main things that I feel like we are really needing to know as Saturn goes stations retrograde in Pisces today. All right, I want to say it was 1:27 p.m. So Eastern Standard Time. It will be in retrograde until November 4th. All right, and if you want to catch up on the other retrograde, the Pluto retrograde in Capricorn, I have that posted, as well as the Venus and Leo transit. Definitely want to tap into that one, because July 22nd we're going to be getting into Venus and Leo, Venus retrograding in Leo. Okay, so just stay tuned for that. Please make sure that you hit the notification bell, bang that thing, okay, so that you can stay in tune with these updates as they come in. All right, now we are going to get into a card pull here. I'm not gonna hold y'all, I promise, but this message was coming through from Spirit, and this is the first one that I really wanted to tap into. It's not personal. That's the message. And it says, people's reactions or opinions of me are really not about me at all. People tend to project their own insecurities or fears onto one another. So when someone speaks unkindly to me, I'll remember that they have something going on that has nothing to do with me. So throughout this energy, throughout this retrograde, with that message coming in, what I am hearing Spirit say is patience. I'm hearing the word patience, okay? I feel as though Spirit wants you to make sure that you think twice, speak once during this time, because it's so easy to be projecting at this point. A lot of people could, like I said, be projecting onto you and you them. And if we look at this phone, look at this phone on the picture. They probably had a whole text message sent, and all they said was a thumbs up. Mind how you respond, okay? Take time to respond to things. Don't respond haphazardly, because you really need to see it from a different perspective. I am hearing that, okay? And it just beautifully supports this energy, You know, like take time to understand why certain things are in place. Maybe find some type of middle ground with maybe your government officials, with people at your job, or the higher ups at your job, okay? With your partner, find the middle ground. Compromise is going to be key. Spirit is letting me know compromise. That word has been coming up for me as well. And this is why, because you don't know what other people are going through, and that's no reason to like lash out at you or whatever else, but just be mindful that there's people fighting a lot of big battles right now, a lot of them, big ones too, and it's only right for the energy to like overflow, and it just might touch you, you know. So be mindful of that. And then here we're gonna get into pause. This is the time to pause. Just what I was saying. Spirit wants you to know this is a time to speak once, think twice. Before you react to anything, before you respond to anything, okay? Please be mindful of that. I swear, this light is gonna be the death of me. So yes, Jesus, I'm just gonna leave that on. So this is a time to really get into that energy, okay? Sorry. And I'm definitely in my nightgown, y'all, sorry. That's too bright. Okay. I'm definitely in my nightgown still. Trust the universe, that's the energy. I woke up ready to go this morning. I have a busy day too, so I was like, I'm gonna do this before I shower and get dressed and all of that. I'm sorry. So Spirit is definitely wanting you to pause. Perspective, okay? As we tap back into this message, Spirit is wanting you to know that this time is going to be all like, this is all about a different perspective. Even when I was talking through this retrograde energy, here we go again with the incense. This is going to be a time about you shifting your perspective on things. Okay, shifting your perspective on what is no longer serving you, like limitations that have been coming up, people's projections, right? How you are projecting, okay? You know, really try to come from a different perspective and try to find that middle ground. Your higher self is calling you to do that. Your higher self is emerging. I'm hearing that. I've been hearing that for a while, like for the last couple of months with this collective, okay? You are in a place of really like elevating. And as you elevate, you know, that higher version of yourself is going to pause more. It's going to be more mindful, okay? It's going to look at things from a higher perspective. Not be so quick to get, you know, come with the rah-rah, but really like, how can I effectively communicate my position to spark change? Like that's, you know, that's going to be coming up. So this is like a really strong time to really tap into your perspective and to listen. Okay, so it's going to be very key, especially if we navigate through some of the shadow energy that Saturn retrograding could bring up. It's going to be very, very key to listen a little bit more. Oh, and have gratitude. Okay, that message serves any energy, because as we prepare to really set manifestations, bring in a lot of new things for our lives, for the structure of our lives, for our goals, for our relationships, as we start to prepare to bring that in, this gratitude energy is going to be the key. Spirit really, really loves those that express gratitude. Before I start any reading, I definitely pray over it. And I always start my prayer off with gratitude for myself and for the collective. So please make sure you're in a place of being grateful throughout this energy and throughout this manifestation period, because I think that's going to be very, very key for some of you, a lot of you, all of you, you know. Your vibration is rising. What I say, and this is the 43 card. 4 plus 3 is 7. A lot of you, I am picking up an energy that you are elevating. You are tapping into new things, learning new things, right? You are learning from your past mistakes. You are rising above, okay? And this Saturn retrograde energy in Pisces is a beautiful time for you, because this is what it takes for you to start implementing new, okay? What resonates with this high vibration? What aligns with this high vibration? That's what you're about to start getting into. It says this is a time of great spiritual growth for you. You are evolving to occupy a higher energetic frequency. That is your energy. And that is why it's going to be easier to pause, to, listen, okay, to see things from a different light. And then this says, stay the course. All right. No, but and this is so beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. This is so beautiful because as you move through this energy of this retrograde, again, what was coming up? It's saying that you might be feeling like you're on the right path, even though things might seem like you're not. You could be looking at the journey and really frustrated with the journey, looking at the destination and frustrated that you're not there yet. However, you're still on that path, but you just maybe needed a little confirmation that you're on the right path, but you are. And this retrograde is going to start making you feel, okay, I'm on the right path. I'm staying the course. No matter what comes up, no matter what derails you, no matter what what way you have to, detour, it's still going to get you to that goal. And this is the start of it. Reevaluating, reassessing, implementing some new ways. It's going to still get you to all that you desire and all that you want. Okay? And it says, don't panic. You are not on the wrong path. You are just having a bumpy start. Learn from your experiences and keep going. Saturn, learning lessons, karmic destiny. This is for you. Spirit is supporting you through this. And please know, Archangel Michael is definitely supporting your spirit guides. I'm hearing that your spirit guides are helping you and guiding you. In my prayer, like I said, I always say, thank you for your divine guidance. It's real. You are divinely guided, even though you're taking the roundabout way. And throughout this energy, know that you are definitely being supported. First of all, what did I just say? I did not know that card was coming. Archangel Michael is with you now. That protector, that one that's guiding you, slaying anything that comes in your way, is with you now. Some of you could be working so tight with Archangel Michael too. Listen. You are being called to listen and pause. Take this in, that you are in a place of really being protected, really being guided. Even though you can't see it, I am actively working on this situation. I am here and helping you. Whatever situation you might find yourself up against, be it at work, be it within your community, or even within your sacred relationships, it is working out. Okay? You are going to spark the change. You are going to do what you set out to do. Just keep moving forward and keep allowing this protection to be there for you. All right. Keep focusing, especially under this retrograde. Please keep focusing on the joy. I'm hearing that from Spirit. Focus on the joy, the abundance. Maybe get with your family. Look at that a little bit more. Don't obsess over this situation. Don't obsess over, I haven't reached the destination, or this person is gone and now I'm out here lost. Don't focus on that, because this is a part of the right path. This is a part of your evolution, your rise of frequency. This is all a part of it. And Archangel Michael is letting you know that they are helping you right now. Spirit is helping you right now. Your spirit guides are helping you right now. Oh my gosh, that gives me such a good feeling. And the number is 3, which is a very spiritual number as well. Okay, you could have 3 really strong spirit guides, or you could just have Archangel Michael, spirit guide, and spirit itself. But you are definitely supported and protected and helped. Okay. Oh wow, be a light to others. My gosh, you have a powerful message to share. Shine your light on the world so that others can learn from you. Take whatever form. Somebody in this collective could definitely be a part of a big form now. Really out here, trying to spark change, really getting into their community, or, maybe just need to be a light to their in their family, in their job, in their, you know what I mean? Like, turn this energy, this Saturn retrograde energy, especially this shadow part, it could really bring up a lot of like friction. Try to remember to be the light as you rise to this frequency. Allow yourself to go above. What the floaters used to say, when they go low, you go high. That's easier said than done, but watch how much your light shines through when you do that. Okay, watch how your light shines through when you do that. All right, we're going to get into these last messages here. I'm so loving this energy. Please make sure that you like, all right? Comment if you're called to, if this is resonating or if you are really feeling this energy. Oh, my word. All right. Gosh, y'all, this is so aligned. Thank you, Spirit, for this space. Whew. Anyhow, Gaia Gateway activation. It says learning experiences, wisdom transmission, earth intelligence. You are learning so much right now as this Saturn planet is retrograding in Pisces, and you are learning a lot about yourself, a lot about, you know, what wasn't working for you, what was not elevating you, where you were maybe still being childish, not really making the best decisions. Like, you're starting to see that differently now. And you are going to be able to transmit this. What does it say? Be a light to others, right? And you are going to probably be in a place where you are going to be able to really like let your wisdom like out to the public, to the masses, okay? Lemurian seed codes. Ooh, I love this card. It's pretty. Embracing sensitivity, uniqueness, and living with grace. Spirit wants you to know. And this song playing in the background is, I don't know, super emotional for me. But live with grace. Give yourself grace at this time. Okay, no matter what you've been through, no matter what limits you've put on yourself, no matter where you are in your goals, or, you know, how your life might have fallen to pieces, give yourself grace, because you are only living and learning. That's all we can do. There's no manual to this shit. We just living and learning. If you are a parent and maybe you're just not, you might be beating yourself up. Spirit is letting me know somebody right now is feeling like they are not enough. They are not doing enough. They are not how they used to be, or something to that effect. Like, give yourself some grace. Okay. Saturn retrograding in Pisces is a beautiful time to embrace some sensitivity. So when you are reapproaching these, you know, parts of your life that might need some fine tuning, approach them sensitive, like with some sensitivity. Don't approach them harshly. Don't be hard on yourself when you're approaching them. Approach them softly, because you didn't know any better. You did not know any better. Whatever you felt like, I'm hearing this for somebody from Spirit, whatever you felt like you were going to get your bad karma on, I'm hearing that you were not approaching that from a place of trying to be, you weren't coming from a place of haste. You weren't trying to make the bad call. You really were following your heart. And it just was a bad choice. All right, but if that's not even for you, what is for you is make sure that you are, you know, really complimenting your journey with grace. Okay. Arcturian light codes come through, future. This is very much giving me AI, right? Come through, future. Listen, this energy right now, it's all about us thinking about the future, trying to like rewrite a lot of laws, policies, change some things. This is all about the future. Really like looking at how our lives are set up and how can we restructure it to really put us in the best possible position for success, or the best possible position for joy. Like, we are looking at what is in our future. Okay, and what that looks like. It says evolutionary downloads, recalling power, future thinking. again, as I was just saying, somebody that might be feeling like they made bad decisions, they're getting a bad karma, like maybe they haven't been good enough, maybe they're not doing enough. This is a time to recall your power right now. This is a time, this retrograde is a time to recall your power. When you are allowing yourself some grace and knowing and learning that you are just simply a human being moving through this earthly plane as a spirit. It's the most like, to me, that's the most evolutionary download possible. When you realize that, yes, you are a human, but you are a living spirit on this planet, affected by everything that's moving around us above the stars and everything that's going on around us right here on earth. This is a way that you can really, really recall your power, because that's what reminds you, you are boundless. You are simply a spirit. Yeah, you're temporarily in this body right now, but when this body is gone, your spirit lives on. It transcends. That's the energetic frequency that we need to be on, because our time here is limited. But that's not. That's how you tap into limitless, boundless energy. When you start to realize, take this as your one evolutionary download, that you are a human being walking this earth as a spirit. Okay, this is your shell. All right. Angelic frequency. Angels are here. You are safe. Potent connection. Angels are here. You have Archangel Michael. You have your spirit guides, your spirit angels with you. All right. Everything is okay. As you move through this energy, you are going to probably be very connected. There could be some synchronicities. Maybe some of your spirit guides might be visiting you in your dreams. I did see the dream card too. This could be for you. All right. So tap into that energy. Tap into yourself. All right. And tap into this Saturn retrograde energy, because it is here to serve you. It is not here to, it's going to feel like you're tested, but that's a beautiful thing. Because when you get tested, you know, you either pass or you don't. And it's just what you just need to learn from it. You know, it's what it's here for. So I've held you longer than I wanted to, but I really just felt called to dive into this a little bit more, because we need it. We need it. I do hope this message finds you in light and love. Okay. I hope that Spirit guides you into my next one, and that you feel called to subscribe, because I'm very, very, very called to grow this collective and sharing this energy with you and work this energy with you. Don't let it work us. Okay. And I would love to hold you in this space. So until the next one, I'll see y'all later.